Other for many was say not massa more quaba embassy capa media so and any day Kaya wish no other way now was subscribed no say video so am I mobile Kaya 2024 elections NDC for edge of home and apa our social media and so a dear summer ever LGBTQ plus home and honorable Sam George the Mutentima Nene Kwame Gay plus eba no se that be a someone signing a kufuado fort. As someone ne kan kanapa and then Kwame plus as our kanokure. Na mumbe mo kwantim pro kakra. Ni enkutie Sam George to 2024 election. They were no so good. Omampenya kufuado so. And assign you and then Omampeni Mahama kraka say woba and the first obeye. Say so oba ebusumi nsia. Eko bosome yamfa se bosome nsoni ontimi nsan ne omuntimi kan wasem edie nti na aba wo de yenkoni nkotie kakra mla ye ba na asem a Kwame plus so kafa LGBT class plus no wo ye ba na de no so aye de abesom yenkotie Sam George mla.
Lastly, on the LGBT issues, I mean, if you get a nod, how far would you hope to push it? The president, your candidate, when he was interviewed on the BBC, he said he would now look into what is in that bill.
You know, that's a misconception that's been put out. And I listened to that full BBC interview. President Mahama has been clear that he will sign that bill, and he has no option than to sign that bill. President Mahama will know no peace from Sam George until he signs that bill. And he himself has said that to the clergy, that as a Christian, as a member of the Assemblies of God Church, he will sign that bill. What the president said to the BBC was in response to why President Akufo-Addo has not signed the bill. And he said to them, look, what you, President Akufo-Addo, should have done, instead of rejecting service of the bill, was to have received the bill, stated what his displeasure is with the bill, which is what the Constitution says. The Constitution in Article 1067, President Mahama, in his response to the BBC, was referring to the Constitution of Ghana. Article 1067 says that when he gets to the president, he must within 14 days indicate whether he would sign or not sign. If he chooses not to sign, he then has to bring it back to Parliament and then state in the memo to Parliament the reasons why he's refusing to sign and add the recommendations to remedy those challenges he sees. Otherwise, within the 14 days, he can refer it within 30 days. He can refer it to the Council of State, who have 30 days to give him advice. That's what President Mahama was saying in that BBC interview. He was not saying that he now has to read the bill. President Mahama has read the bill. It's because he's read the bill that he told the clergy that when he becomes president, he will sign the bill, because President Mahama has no problem with anything in the bill. That explanation he was given was basically what the president should have done as a lawyer in line with our constitution, because the president's decision not to have service of the bill on him is unconstitutional and shows you how reckless and irresponsible Akufo-Addo is as a president.
The Sam George Cassano was a walk to school. It was a North Legon Honum baby or Koy and Nature say, and the best school or Koy and Nature say, teacher need Ghana will be a good honum or more church the Sadeno. Now one on the cry and is ya. Necessary no mobile with Sam George, Sebi, why is a mum? One Cassam fast hard and hook. I want to swap a wakra. A fast ass a mono. A dear Semuntia, a dear tia. So, Opasia and Obeka said you a fracture, Yadiminonko, Yanime. So, Yanko Nilko plus the entire mobile Bermua. Say, Oman John Dramani Mahama, Untin Sani LGBTQ plus bill. Ya ba, you will be as so, Yabasadi Adom. Yanko Nilkuti Kwabi.
Oh, say, as I'm making a baby so say, as I can make a baby so say, Emrano. Yen share dan chechire mra no enti no NDC MPP time no ye chechire mra edo to ho se Ghana emra efa ade we hu enu nie se president ni hwem no se mra we ye correct but bibi wo mu a meninje ho odbeko back to parliament em say 106 8 no or go back to parliament or go back to parliament parliament be say ahwem emra ne ahye ni nyina to ho enti no ade enti na ye ba ye say yenim say ye mpesa ade no wo mamu ha me meti asisi me say be na be make say amfa me ho because me ni me bia ya twa Ghana ha ena me ni police nya obetumi akwachi obi so momma ye nhyehyɛ mmra no yen ye parliamentarians ena ye meti ha na Akufo-Addo opese ogya ade no Mahama no odwane na Akufo-Addo mabo Akufo-Addo echia sesei
no jama no odwane
yesei meso me ye den meso me hye movie enti no mitumi metra ha ame me ti say afi de ye gya ade no ho asem ka da bi ye ntra wi asesa e wo say yen ye hyehyɛ mmra no yen hyehyɛ mmra no de a mo obi ba ha no be case Independence Square in the Uko Canada baby omo ayi American base high kura ya tro say yentwa photo ho
yes untumi so ntwa
yentwa mo Uko Independence ya tro no kissing ya tro no 2 men standing
touching baby
it you say no omo ayeden you don't have the law and so what are we crying over emala ye first no na baby we be wo ho a entwa yie enti no enu na me akasa kwa me no mo nya adwen
ehi fade na ne ntwan
omo se wodre obema na ohya atade te so oba na obi da atade obehye de fa ho ben no we asena ko nanim dodo
omo use sex toys cry
ebi wo ha
can you imagine omo ni for tro ni for say omo use sex toys
ene so mbegu awale
me ba me kamba ma me kan to
ndo for be use sex
toys cry you din
abutre
Kwami emotion.
Nipa na otwero ho ne kan ho no.
Otwero sai ho.
Say obi a oyusu
sex toys
or say sa nipa na nkasa na ode ho de be hye no na o say ye kye no. Yes.
Ade.
Onu sa nipa na nkasa na o say ye kye no. And if I ho ben. Like how is that your Ghana ha problem o ha nyina. O ko hwehwe say obi eyusu sex if I ho.
Ebi dia so onabo. Ebi ntomo size.
O ja say enti no sa mra na o mhyehyɛ no na nyoma bi o mra ni mu a emwa
enti sesi ayi wa ya wo da so
nya we kan yin ayi say ba kun a Gen Z for a friend say blow so say den
Then blow big Jesus.
BJ
enu say na o de ko hye mra mu say no obi ne yere hye dem na o mba de fa ho ben like some mra no na ne bi go mu
ya ma wari agina
wo ko yere
ma wari
na o mo twa mra no ankasa no na o se ye hwe o mo say some mra no say wo twra ya o say ye select empress who ba twa mra bi say no enya obi a wako school nko na ye de ne twa sam
of course
obi na topaka
ya me sure na wo chiro wa wa yen koyo no betro
you want sexual experience
yeah no we atwa ko e mamu asem oba ne be mantem asem ada ma ni
you counselor to no advice
we counsel lutrot you be ne chance
ekuma mazinu
wo ko akurase a won omo te compound house no bo se obi asori anopa na opra
otodon
Eradi edi masemi mamie ewi ase kan menio ahimache na nkoyi
na machi atopa
ba kuna opra amansan behwe mi we ye
alinsa no
ono na o se fi ho ni je wo
ene ma koso
o ja se enti no we ya de bia se wo be hyehyɛ mra bi afa ho a
ba na me bo ma system yi fimu e man bi wo handcuff na wo mo bag
ay handcuff obi bag
onye police ni onye immigration handcuff ye de wo na
me tiwe the problem we are seeing ba akopɛ mano no kra ba akopɛ
no atopa
me be say 15 years ago be say 12 we bu ni
confession
bu ye we ko nya ga bi me de ne ka I was a man cash nko ye Yeah, famous or handcuff. I'm saying, hey, you be a middle come in here, and I would handcuff you, Miss Anna, can one here, and I'm here, handcuff their me. Sa asemi aye kan efa emraro mo hye no o se emraro very simple Ghana ha be ma ne be ma enware oba ni oba enware
okay
na wo ko sha atade we ya na wo ko to sex toy we ya na wo ko kesi obi ya obi style odi kesi obi fa mra ben ho se ye pese ye mra se ma be ma ne be ma enware ana se ye nji be ma ne be ma aware entu fine because
sex
Bema to me wow
I get the same and practically our
different
now we like can you no correct
what I
say yanka you bet me so can say indecent exposure na ye kan no yes say ebi obi ni obi eye bibi wo kam police vote me chino
yeah
enti no bia bema ne bema gina bonten omo kese omo ho wo de me nka sasa na ye emra no ba me pa che say emra no ye na ye simple
mo bi antiase
na say ye ya ba bem ye ya ba bem no ye send ye pese emra ne ye no ye ne yemfa nkoma president emra no ya hye no foforo we num de no mo hye ye no na photo ya hye no foforo say na tie ye ne sa na fa obi abeda
na PDA nkan
PDA dey
like obi ne yere na ma won so ne sa
to say the boys in here no PD no
be ma ne
oba
adi ye kan ya ka be ma ne be ma ba ti e ko oba ni oba
bakula so wo hye sa amra no so a me madam fo eni kwakumenu anhwa na me ne kwakumenu na mam kuta ne sa na police ache me say adent na mkuta kwakumenu sa o nti no wo hye mra na
ta o fi na no wo bedwam no to say the boys here na make ana oba nso fi oba no e wo bedwam ana nipa mu no ye no ne ai PDA na
nti no very simple emra bi say no yemfa nko yen very simple yen very straightforward now omo ye ba ko no na akufo ado ansan no sa atam ni push ni so on sign Richard Sky de court ni ade ba no kra ne say se wukọ ene wukọ na ọkọfa sa amra no na se wo san hwe mra no mu a na eno bi ho a wo se ye ho aduma wo se ye sesan sa ne ma ye ntumi mfa nkọ hye mra mu
so se yi fi
o se yi no ma but ni nyina enko emra no the issue is that ahokeka na ne ye di push akufo ado say onye mra abafom no kra ba akopẹ I was say you course
I agree.
Yes, you this ahokeka na pushi ya ye ho say. Ade na pese ye ni bia ye.
Okay.
Ye ntumi ntwan na ye wo position bia na ehu. Ene MPP fo na ye push om so omon ye na omon ye no. Omu ni made nti omon ye because no omu nim say the pressure beba omon aban no so.
Trap.
Enti no say a trap na omo dey set you omo. Ene omo ko position no. So almost woman said down pushy because woman said Donald Trump there. One year crown over some was going to be a council. Why are there so answer the whole what I say, but the fact of the matter is that as a country, what do we want? What is our position? Me palm and I'm hey dear. Some member me and I don't buy what them and family home. The we are sending the that's on the because like me, I feel maybe being with some member me no could them and because I do more. Like what would that one add to my life? What I say, I just don't care. However, as a country, your policy on Sadia no, you're putting it very straightforward and simple.
Yeah.